2022, this is 3zinferno, so I'm here to talk to you guys today about windups. How to beat the windup matchup. Now, windups are a really powerful deck. If they can go off and you don't draw a Maxi or Veiler or something like that, they can hand loop you for at least 3 cards, if not 4, if not 5. If they have like a Pot of Avarice or a Torbus or something, that's more cards. So they can hit you pretty dang hard. If you're not careful. And also they have a lot of pluses like Wind Up Factory, Rabbit. Wind Up Rabbit, you cannot get rid of that thing. Like if they summon that thing, you're like, can't get rid of it, because when it comes back it doesn't special, it just comes back. So you can't warning it when it comes back. So that's really good. And like Factory and Shark is amazing. They can make like 5s and stuff. They have a lot of tricks they can do. And windups are always pretty, they can come back. So you have to watch out for windups. Windups is going to be a pretty plague deck at Long Beach as well. Now, what in your main deck is good for this? So we're talking again about the big 3. Maxi, Veiler, and Fiendish Chain. Maxi is the most broken card against windups. The reason why is because if you Maxi them first turn, they're not going to do anything. They're just going to stop, because every loop they loop you for is a +1 for the person who Maxied. I don't want to get into the math right now, but I know it's a +1 for every loop, so it's not worth it. So yeah, don't. If you get Maxied and you're playing windups, don't do it. Just stop. And Veiler, we'll talk about Veiler too. Veiler's a pretty good card. Depends what you want to Veiler. Don't Veiler things when, like, you probably want to save the Veiler for things like Magician or Tour Guide. The reason being, let's say they have a factory out, and let's say they have a factory out and they normal summon Rat. Okay, then you'd Veiler that. But if they go like Shark, they just normal summon Shark and then activate effect, then don't Veiler that, because even if you Veiler it, they'll still get to search with Factory, because Veiler only negates the effect but does not stop the activation of the effect. And Wind Up Factory's condition is if it activates. So if it activates and you Veiler it, they'll still get to search Factory or special with Magician. So do not Veiler the other one. Just Veiler the Magician. Okay? So watch out for that. Don't get caught off guard by that. Fiendish Chain works the same as Veiler in this situation. Fiendish Chain is really good too. Stops their Magician, stops their Tour Guide, stops a lot of things. You can use it on a Hunter, so they can't tribute you for cards. Fiendish Chain is just really good. So keep that. So all 3 of the big 3s are good against windups. That's sort of why it's seen a little bit of diminished play, even with its overall like first turn power. It has seen diminished play a little bit, but you should still watch out for windups. Side deck cards against windups. Cyber Dragons are actually really good in this matchup, because let's say like you have a big monster out and they can't get over it. They'll just like Zen Mighty, like Zen Mains, wall, and then you just like Cyber Dragon, contact, and they're like crap. So Cyber Dragon is actually really good in this matchup. If you have your Gozen matches and Rivalry of Warlords, this is the time for it as well, because they're like all different types and like all different attributes. And so you should side in your Gozens and Rivalries. How about some skill drains? Again, if you can do skill drains is actually really good against all the meta decks right now. So if you can run it, you might want to run it. Let's see what else. Then you have DD Crow. DD Crow works too. And Thunder Kings. If you're not main decking Thunder Kings are good to side in against this matchup, because it's really hard for them to get rid of it. Honestly, if you normal summon a Thunder King, they sort of have to like Tour Guide get rid of it, like Exceed, or they have to like Dark Hole it. There's not too many cards that they have in their arsenal that can, with one card, can they get rid of a Thunder King. So Thunder King's really good in this matchup too. And the thing to play against windups, make sure you play against it a lot so you know what to Veiler and Fiendish Chain. People make the mistake of Veilering or Fiendish Chain, and that makes them lose sometimes. So you always want to make sure. This is why I always stress playtesting. Playtesting is really important. You want to playtest against the decks and make sure you know when to Veiler, what to Veiler, etc., etc. Things like that. So it's really important. Make sure you save your Veilers for the right time. I think that's about all I have to talk about for this matchup. Stay tuned. The next deck I'm going to talk about is Insectors, and then we'll have some Samurai talk, and then, yeah, I'll be some other shebang. Alright, thanks guys, 3zinferno signing out.